Guys. Hi, Bailey Lee. Somewhere back there.
Hello.
And I'll mute you guys. Well, I'm just glad you're here, Cece. Okay. You guys can hear me, right? You hear me? Okay. Okay, here we go.
There's Ruby.
She's in her own world. All right, friends. Let's do this thing. Let's see. As far as announcements go, I don't think I've really got much. Just my retreats coming up, which most of you have already heard about. So if you're interested, ask me any questions after class. Hi, Amber. Yeah, Liz is getting out. I will say this isn't my announcement, but Kim has a Teasdale retreat coming up at the end of this month. I think it's next weekend. So if you're looking for something to do this month, it's a like 2.5 hour drive down to Torrey, and her house and her property is absolutely beautiful. And then I'm just like promoting Kim today. She's also teaching on Mother's Day. She's teaching her Rumi and Restore workshop, which people usually love. So if you're interested in that on Mother's Day in May. And then also just a heads up, we're having a spring market here the weekend of Mother's Day, but it will be on Friday and Saturday. If anybody is like a creator and would like to be a vendor at that market, we're looking for vendors right now. So let me know. And if you know anyone, you could send them my way as well. So shall we practice the yogas? All right, let's just find a comfortable seated position. And as you just find your way into your seated meditation, if you want to move a little, stretch a little, just kind of get your wiggles out, feel free. And eventually just find stillness. Close your eyes. Rest your hands somewhere intentionally on your lap. Maybe you want to bring your hands to your heart, or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And take a moment to really just arrive fully in this space. So feel yourself, feel your body here in this room. Your sit bones on your mat. The air on your skin. And then start to tune in to your own inner space. So what's going on inside of you? What have you brought with you to class? How are you physically, energetically, and emotionally? And start to notice the rise and fall of your breath. And as you tune in and just become a little more present, a little more aware, let's take 3 big deep breaths together. So next time you inhale, just very intentionally fill up as big as you possibly can. And hold at the top of that breath in fullness. Feel it inside of your body. All the little spaces fill up with prana. And then when you're ready, open your mouth and just sigh it out. Let it go. And do that again. Inhale, fill up. Take that moment at the top to pause. Let the breath circulate around inside. And then big sigh, release. One more time, just like that biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. So feel the fullness inside of you, the aliveness inside of you. And eventually just open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Good. Seal your lips and start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So you can start to create that little whisper noise with your breath, that oceanic sound. The inhale is just like you're taking a really deep, slow motion gas. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window, but with your lips sealed on top of the breath. So you can stay right here, just in your seated meditation, connecting to your breath, finding your own rhythm for as long as you would like. As you feel ready, come forward. So keep this breath flowing through and come forward to hands and knees. Once you're on your hands and your knees, anything goes. So maybe cat-cows, maybe big circles with your hips all the way around. So just start to feel into your physical body a little bit more. Start to feel into your spine, your shoulders, your hips, your side bodies. If it would feel good to just sit back into a child's pose, find a sense of grounding there for a moment, feel free. You can come all the way forward towards a cobra or an up dog. So just exploring your own body with your awareness, with your breath. So as you move and explore, can you still feel and hear your breath as it flows through? Feel free to keep your eyes closed. So letting go of how you look, letting go of how anybody else in this room looks, and just focusing on what's there to be felt. So getting out of your head and dropping into your felt senses, dropping into your body. As you are ready, I'd say about 4 or 5 more rounds, just exploring. Then eventually, downward facing dog is where you will end up. So in your own time and even in your own way, you can start transitioning back to your down dog. Nice job, everybody. And then once you're back in down dog, just keep feeling around. You can pedal out your heels. You can shift your hips side to side. Give your head a little shake. Yes, no, maybe so. Rather than just popping up into your down dog and tuning out because you've been here before, you know this pose. See if you can actually tune in and approach your down dog as if this is the first time you've ever been in this pose. Notice every little thing there is to notice. Feel your hands, your fingers against the ground. Spread your fingers really wide. Push the ground away. See if you can feel space and strength in your shoulders. So externally rotate your shoulders out away from your ears. Plug your shoulders into the sockets, and rather than hyper extending through your shoulders, see if you can instead press back from your mid spine. So as your chest presses back, you might feel a little sensation right in the middle of your back. Just getting curious, noticing whatever there is to notice, and just see if you can be more efficient in your own body. I like to imagine there's a rope attached to my belly button and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So feel a connection to your center and use that to lift you out of your arms, out of your hands and your wrists. You can have a big bend in your knees, especially for this first one if it feels good. Or you can work your legs towards straight, just don't lose any of the length in your spine. And then make sure your breath is still right there with you. It's still flowing through, expanding and contracting. supporting you in your posture. It's guiding your movement. Take one more big inhale, everybody, into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze forward to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, find a halfway lift position. Lots of length, crown reaches forward, tops of thighs press back, sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold and back. Do that again, halfway lift. So top of your head forward, back of your neck long. Exhale, fold. And then this time, come through your halfway lift and rise all the way to stand, arms to the sky as you breathe in and stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, arms reach up, stretch, lengthen. Exhale, heart leads, hinge at your hips all the way down into your fold. Beautiful. Halfway lift, inhale, lots of length. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, lead with your heart to rise all the way to stand. Arms to the sky, maybe even gaze up. Hands to your heart center. Exhale, connect back with you. Do that one more time. Lots of awareness. Inhale, high mountain. Use your breath to guide you down slowly. Exhale, slow dive. Traction out your spine, your side bodies, then fold it. Halfway lift as you breathe in. So lots of length and even strength in your back body. Exhale, fold all the way to empty. Feel that navel to side connection and use it as you rise. Arms to the sky, breathe in, stretch tall. Hands to your heart center, exhale. This time, arms reach up, inhale. And then exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. So shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And if you want more intensity, bend your elbows, press your palms together, and imagine your elbows are magnetized. Keep all of that and see if you can start to reach your hands back away from your body. Maybe it's a little, maybe it's a lot. Final option only if you want. Add a little baby back bend. So lift your heart, lift your gaze, press your hips gently forward as you hug in with your inner thighs. Yeah, breathe here. One more great big huge inhale. Keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips. Exhale takes you down, forward fold. Hang out in your fold for about 3 rounds. So see if you can lift your butt, lift your sit bones higher, lift your knuckles higher, work that opening in the front of your shoulders. Yeah, maybe give your head a little shake. So let your neck relax, let your face be soft. If it's helpful, your knees can bend a lot. Even if you have a great big bend in your knees, you focus on lifting your butt as high as you can, you'll still get that stretch in the backs of your legs. Good work, everybody. Take one more huge inhalation. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your low back, then release your clasp. Inhale, halfway lift position. Realign your spine. Good. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your mat, plank pose. Take an inhale at the top of your push-up as you push the ground away. And then exhale, just lift your hips up and back, down dog. So that invisible rope pulls up and back. Inhale, rock forward again to your high plank. See if you can come way forward onto your tippy toes as you push the ground away. And then exhale, back to down dog. Hips lift, spine lengthened. You can bend your knees a lot. Inhale, come forward once again. This time we're adding a push-up. So exhale, lower halfway down and hold until you're empty in your breath. Good. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Exhale takes you back, downward facing dog. Stretch it out. One more time like that. Slow motion movement. Inhale, rock forward. Find your strength. You can come to your knees if you want to modify. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga hold. And then inhale, back to your high plank, push up, exhale, down dog, stretch it out. You can wait for us here if you'd rather. Otherwise, inhale one more time, rock forward. And exhale, slow as you can, all the way down. Back bend of your choice. Baby cobra, full cobra, Spider-Man cobra, up dog, sphinx, you choose. Take your time. And then whenever you're ready, back to downward facing dog. Big deep breaths in your down dog, and you've got about 5 rounds. So feel free to bring in any movement that you want to, any exploration that you'd like. It can be big movement or little tiny micro movements, ones that I can't even see if I'm looking at you, but you feel them on the inside. Maybe you want to add more strength work, turn it into a turbo dog by bending your elbows a lot and then squeezing your elbows in towards one another. So it's almost like a dolphin, but your forearms are just hovering above the ground. Keep lifting your hips, keep lengthening your spine, keep breathing big, spacious breaths. Nice work, friends. Soften your face. Your neck is relaxed. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, however you want to get there. Forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow, let it go. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, take it all the way up. Arms reach, big full body stretch. And start as you exhale. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. And then exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, swing your arms back behind you. Keep your heart lifted. So you're not rounding and looking down. You're doing a little cobra with your chest, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. Yeah, beautiful. Stay where you are at. Or if you'd like a balance challenge, rock forward and lift your heels off the ground. So coming up high onto your tiptoes, see if you can lift your heels super high. And as your heels lift, see if you can get your butt even lower. Nice work. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. One more full round. Nice, Amber. Inhale, rise up. Option to stay on your tiptoes, high mountain. Option to stay on your tiptoes for a big balance challenge as you dive down. Exhale into your forward fold. Thanks, Crystal. Heels on the ground as you breathe in. Find your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your own vinyasa. So however you would like, you can add a couple push-ups, you can skip it, you can take it on your knees. See you back in downward facing dog. Just feeling into your down dog, feeling into your body. Using your breath, big, spacious, slow, steady. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. And if you want, go ahead and explore a little bit. Maybe open up your hip, maybe roll out your ankle. You can even circle your right knee or your right leg a few times through space, kind of filling into the mobility of your right hip. And then eventually in your next couple of breaths, find square hips. So inner thighs face one another. Your right hip faces down, slightly back. And make your right leg as strong and as powerful as you can. So don't worry about height, but go for length, strength, and power. Awesome, Liz. Take one more big inhale, press into your fingertips, lift from your center. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So push the ground away, curl in. Stay here as you breathe in. You should be on your back, tippy toes, lift through your waistline. And then exhale, step through as soft as you can. Low lunge. take a couple breaths or so to just explore your legs, to stretch, to feel around. So maybe that means you bring your back knee down. Maybe you work your front leg towards straight. Maybe you open through your front hip. Maybe all you do is close your eyes and put your awareness in your legs and just breathe. Visualize your breath moving down into your legs. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And then in your next couple of rounds, we'll rise up into crescent. So when you are ready, front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Rise up, settle in. So find stability through your legs by hugging towards midline. So imagine you're trying to pull front hip back, back hip forward, plug the femur bones into your hip sockets and feel that strong foundation, stable through your legs. Upper body is your own unique expression. So feel into it. Your heart is lifting. Maybe you're gazing slightly up. And then with your fingers, be intentional. Spread them really wide like there's energy shooting out of them. Or if you want to soften today, maybe you add a little softness. So feeling into your pose, breathing into your pose, feeling yourself in this moment, in your crescent lunge, whatever there is to feel. Nice job, you guys. Take one more great big inhale. You might reach just a tiny bit higher. And then as you exhale, just like we did in our chair pose a moment ago, hinge forward, reach back. Keep your heart lifted, back muscles hug around your spine, hug your inner thighs towards one another. And as you're ready, float your back foot off the ground for airplane pose. So imagine you're trying to create a smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your heel or your toes. Hips are square. If it's helpful, bend your standing leg. See if you can lift your back heel level with your front shoulders. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Nice work. Take one more round wherever you are at, your fullest expression in this moment. Nice, Charles. And then come back, crescent lunge, soft landing if possible. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. And then once your hands are on the ground, walk them over to the left long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. You're in a wide-legged straddle position. Inhale to a halfway lift. And if you'd like, add some arms. So you have to engage your core, reach your arms out to both sides like you have great big wings. Try to press your arms up. At the same time, try to press your chest down. Feel your back muscles engage. Very nice. Nicely. One more big inhale. And then exhale, either fold or you can work in whatever way you want. You can move around, you can play. So you do you, about 5 rounds of breath. Anything goes. Stay connected to your breath. Stay present with your body, whatever there is to feel, whatever there is to notice. Even discomfort is welcome. So if you're uncomfortable, can you just breathe into that, soften around that? Good, everybody. Last couple rounds. So if you're working somewhere, start to slowly wrap it up. Next time you breathe in, find a halfway lift one more time. Fingertips on the ground, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, come into a standing split. So right foot roots, left leg floats up. So as you root down through your right foot, see if you can use your core to move energy upwards. So navel to spine connection at the bottom of each exhale, feel that support. See if you can use the strength in your left leg to move energy upwards. Even activate your left toes, spread them, point them, or you can find a floint like a Barbie foot, pointed foot with flexed toes. Take one more inhale, maybe lift your left leg a teeny tiny bit higher. Exhale, Shiva squat. So tuck your left knee into the back of your right knee and get small, curl in, hollow out. Inhale, re-extend your left leg high. If you want to play, take a little handstand hop. Exhale again, Shiva squat. We've got 3 like that. Inhale, re-extend, standing split. Option to hop if you want. And then exhale, last one, curl in, get small. Very nice. Inhale, re-extend. And then as you exhale, step your left foot to the very back of your mat once again. This time, warrior 2 stance. So back heel pivots down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Windmill your arms up, settle in. Nice, Crystal Virabhadrasana 2. So your front knee is tracking open towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in towards your big toe. So you feel your right butt cheek wrapping underneath you. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Your hips are open, your heart is open, your shoulders are open. Your breath slow and steady. Keep your legs the same. Next time you inhale, reach forward like you're trying to touch the front wall. When you cannot reach anymore, just your arms have to change. Right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky for side angle. And then you can choose if there's anywhere you want to go. Feel free. Maybe left arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Maybe your right elbow rests on your right thigh, just gently. If the half or the full bind is in your practice, you want to go there, feel free. Charles is going for a bird of paradise. If you want to go for that, feel free. So last couple of breaths, your own variation, your own exploration. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek. Nice job, you guys. Next time you inhale, press into your feet, rise up, reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach back. If you need to straighten your front leg just for a moment, give it a nice little stretch. That's totally fine. But eventually bend deeply into your front knee. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Try to create more space through your right waistline. So pull your right rib cage up away from your right hip. Soften your face, unclench your jaw, not straining, not forcing, just gently encouraging your body a little bit deeper, breath by breath. Very nice, friends. Take one more big inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot, 3-legged down dog. So take your right leg to the sky. And then you choose, exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. You can hover your right leg or you can take it however you want to, modify if you'd like. Inhale, your heart lifts, shoulders back and down. And when you're ready, downward facing dog, take it back. Nicely find your breath, reconnect, slow, spacious, even smooth. So using those muscles in the back of your throat to regulate your breath, slowing it down, smoothing it out. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. And if you want to, go ahead, move around a little, explore a little, open through your hip, roll out your ankle, maybe take some circles with your left knee, your left leg. Nice, CC. So staying connected to your sensors, staying rooted through both of your hands, through all of your fingertips. Square off your hips in your next couple rounds. So inner thighs face each other. And your left leg is long, strong, powerful. Your left foot is active in some way. Take one more big inhale, push the ground away. Keep pushing the ground away. Exhale, left knee to your nose, round, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in on your back. Tippy toes, lift through your waistline and step forward as soft as you can. Take a moment to just stretch on this side. So bringing your awareness into your legs, feeling into your hips, your hamstrings, even your ankles, your feet, your toes, whatever's there. You can do what you did on the other side, or maybe try something completely different. Maybe you don't even remember what you did on the other side because you were so present. And then in your next couple of rounds, no rush. Find your way into crescent lunge, high lunge. So front knee over your front ankle, all of your toes face directly forward, your hips are square. Energetically pull your front hip back hip forward as you're hugging towards midline. That's your foundation, that's your stability. And then your unique expression in your upper body. Feel your heart lifting. Feel a little tone in your low, deep abdominals to support your low back. So that little navel to spine connection, draw your belly button in and up and feel the support in your low back. Feel your breath as it flows through. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or tightening up through your face. See if you can let your facial muscles just relax. One more big inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So setting up for your airplane. This is your airplane lunge. Back muscles hug around your spine. Shoulder blades hug towards your spine. Your shoulders, rather than rolling forward, they're rolling back and down. So feel that. Keep that as you float your back foot up for your full airplane pose. Yeah, and be playful. If you fall out, no big deal. Be compassionate with yourself. Remember, this is just a practice. See if you can create that smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your heel. Nice, Sandra. One more full round of breath. Awesome, Kathy. End of your exhale, slowly come back to crescent, arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And if you'd like, add some arms. So feel the length in every direction. Press your arms towards the sky, press your chest towards the ground. Back muscles really strong. Take one more inhale. And wherever you want to go as you exhale, either fold or explore. About 5 rounds of breath. So make this more restorative if that's what your body is calling for, or make it more active if that's what you need today. Wherever you choose to go, your breath is right there with you. It's just as important as the physical pose. Wherever you choose to go, no judgment, just observation. Just taking in information, what's there to be felt. Last couple rounds, you can exhale out your mouth if you'd like. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, bend your knees if you need to. Nice, Paul, and then crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward so you're back to a low lunge. Root into your left foot, right leg to the sky, standing split. So think of this as just a one-legged forward fold. Don't let the name psych you out. It does not have to look anything even close to the splits. Make your right leg strong, your right foot active. And just like you would do in a forward fold, neck is relaxed. Crown of your head is reaching towards the ground. Soften where you can soften. So your face, your jaw. Take one more inhale. Lift your right toes just a tiny bit higher. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks into the back of left knee. Curl in, get small. Inhale, re-extend your right leg high. If you want to, play with a little handstand hop. And then exhale again. Shiva squat all the way to empty. Inhale, re-extend, or option to take a little hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. Last one. Inhale, re-extend, right leg high. Mindfully exhale your right foot to the back of your mat. Back heel down, back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Cartwheel your arms up for warrior 2. So as you settle in to Virabhadrasana 2, see if you can feel your strong foundation through your legs. Rooted, especially through the outer edges of your feet. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Good. Shoulders stack over your hips. So your weight right now, it should feel nice and centered. Shoulders are open, heart is open, hips are open. So you're not trying to square off your hips. You're allowing them to open. Next time you breathe in, like stay the same, but reach for the front wall. Reach as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Nice Marriott. And then tip it over. Left arm towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Feel free to rest your left elbow on your left thigh, or maybe extend your right arm forward. And then if there's anywhere else you would like to take it, half or full bind, or even bird of paradise, go for it. About 2 more rounds, 2 or 3 more big, deep breaths. Keep wrapping your left butt cheek underneath you. Nice, Mikkel. Keep tracking your left knee open. Keep your back foot rooted, back leg strong. Soften through your face. Last round. As you inhale, reverse warrior. So press into your feet, rise up, reach back, lengthen your left side. If you feel like you really need to straighten your left leg for just a moment, give it a little break. Totally fine. And then come back into the lunge, bending deeply into your front knee. Yeah. Try not to pull your back hip forward so it's not a back bend. It's a side body stretch. Your pelvis is nice and neutral while you allow your hips to open. Take 1 more big inhale. Pull this hip back if you can. And exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. 3-legged down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, either straight to down dog or rock forward, your variation, plank to chaturanga. So feel free to hover your left leg. Feel free to come to your knees. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, when you are ready, downward facing dog. Or if you want, you can grab a child's pose instead. So take just a moment. Reconnect to your breath. Feel your body. Feel the energy flowing through. All that energy we've stirred up. We'll move through that entire sequence now. 1 breath, 1 movement. It doesn't mean we speed through it really fast with momentum. It means we move through it really slowly, really intentionally, with our slow, deep breaths. And if I'm cueing too slow for you, see if you can breathe bigger and deeper and even transition slowly with awareness. So rather than just flinging yourself from one pose to the next, slow and intentional transitions. In my opinion, that's the best way to build strength in your yoga practice. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. So you can modify at any time. You can take a break at any time. Always listen to your body first. You're in down dog. 1 more great big inhale. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step or hop forward, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen, spine long, back of your neck long. Exhale, bow, let it go. Nice, Christine. Root through your feet, rise up. Big full body stretch as you inhale. Hands to your heart center, exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So swing your arms back, maybe lift to your tiptoes. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you slowly dive down. So it's okay if you wobble and shake. It's an edge. Meet yourself there. Inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders down and back. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky, slowly, intentionally. Exhale, step your right foot forward as soft as possible. Nice work. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, your choice, airplane lunge or full airplane. Option to float your back foot up and fly. Yes. Inhale back to crescent, slow and softly. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth and walk them over to the left long edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Your feet are parallel, your legs are straight. Add your arms if you want. And then exhale, dive as deeply as you can into your fold all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale back to a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing split, left leg floats high. And just one time, Shiva squat. Exhale, left knee tucks in the back of right, get small all the way to empty. Inhale, get long, left leg high, take a hop if you want. Exhale, left to the back of your mat, setting up your warrior two, and inhale, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, empty all the way out. Stay in your legs, reverse your warrior. Inhale, reach up, reach back, bending deeply into your front knee, lengthen your right side. Yes, exhale, cartwheel your hands down, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, three-legged down dog, right leg to the sky. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga, your variation. Yes, very nice. Lift your heart as you inhale. Lift your hips, exhale. Inhale your left leg to the sky, strong and powerful. Slowly and softly use your core. Exhale, left foot through, low lunge. Rise, inhale, crescent lunge, strong legs. Exhale, your choice, airplane lunge or fly, back foot floats up. Nice work. Inhale, crescent lunge, soft landing if possible. Exhale, hands to the ground. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Option to add your great big wingspan. And exhale, fold as deeply as you can. Crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky, navel to spine. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Bend your knees if needed. Exhale, spider crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, low lunge. And then standing splits, breathe in, right leg high, active through your right toes. Just one time, Shiva squat, right knee to the back of your left knee, get small. Good, inhale, re-extend, option to take a hop if you want. And exhale, step your right foot back, setting up your warrior two, rise with your in-breath, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, reach forward, tip it over, side angle all the way to empty. Good job. And then stay in your legs, reverse warrior. Inhale, reach up, reach back to the length in your left side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. So you're on the ball of your back foot, three-legged dog as you inhale, left leg high. Straight to down dog or rock forward, your variation, plank to chaturanga. Heart lifts, breathe in. Hips lift, breathe out. Take just a moment in your down dog. Maybe you give yourself a couple big open mouth sighs. Maybe you walk it out. We've got one more round, one more time through. Stay present, listen to my cues. I'm gonna add in just a few little additions, a few little changes. If you're coming with me, one more inhale into down dog, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop. Top of your space, forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise up, arms to the sky, full body stretch. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, listen here. Inhale, arms reach up. Side body stretch of your choice to your right. Exhale, all the way to empty, and then inhale through center. Other side, up and over as you exhale all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale back to center. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms, curl open, lift your heart, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Inhale, re-extend, arms to the sky, spine long, pelvis neutral. And exhale now, chair plane or drinking bird. Option to float to tiptoes if you would like. Stay on your tiptoes maybe and rise one more high mountain as tall as you can grow. Yeah, maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. Let your ankles tremble and shake. It's the sacred tremble. That's what one of my teachers used to say. Inhale to your halfway lift, heels down. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, take your vinyasa, or you can always skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. Beautiful. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Stay and hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Push the ground away, get as close as you can. Inhale, back up. Nice, Charles. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit at a push-up if you want. Bend your elbows, don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now everybody exhale, knee to your nose and step forward softly. Rise as you inhale, crescent lunge, strong legs, lift your heart. Exhale, yogi's choice, airplane lunge or fly, full airplane. One more time on this side if you want it. Inhale, back to crescent, soft landing on your back toes. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Listen here. Add a twist, right arm to the sky. Breathe in, open through the right side of your heart. Yes. Exhale, unwind. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Option for your big wings if you'd like. Exhale, fold deeply all the way to empty in your breath. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Back to your halfway lift as you inhale, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward, rotate toes forward. Standing splits, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, Shiva squat, get small, curl in, empty out. Inhale, get long, left leg to the sky, hop if you want. Exhale, softly step back, setting up your warrior two stance, and then rise as you inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, reach forward, tip it over, side angle. Now listen, pause in your side angle. You're welcome to stay, or option for a balancing half moon. Reach your right hand forward, float your back foot off the ground. Hips are open, heart is open, shoulders are open. So feel your left hip stacked right on top of your right hip. Make your back leg strong and powerful, like you're trying to stomp it on the back wall. Maybe lift just a little bit higher. One more breath wherever you are at. See if you can land in a warrior 2. So everybody, warrior 2, and take a moment, settle in, adjust your stance if you need to. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back. Nice, CC. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Three-legged down dog, right leg high. Now listen, open your right hip, everybody. Bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. Stay here, breathe here. Or option to flip your dog, right foot comes down. Right arm reaches forward, heart forward. Imagine there's a mirror on this front wall and your heart wants to look into that mirror. Take one more full round of breath. Lift your hips, back muscles strong. Yes. Come back, regular down dog. Walk it out. So take a moment walking it out. You can absolutely stay here. Or option, next inhale, rock forward to a high plank. You can hover right leg if you'd like. Exhale, chaturanga, slowly lower. Nice, Sandra. Inhale, lift your heart, keep your shoulders down and back. And exhale, down dog. All right, here we go. Left leg to the sky. Breathe in. Hold or exhale, left knee to your right elbow or as close as you can come, all the way to emptying your breath. Push the ground away. Inhale back up. Good. Left to left. Aim high. Add a push up if you want. Yeah. Inhale back to three-legged. Stretch, lengthen. Exhale. Everybody needs your nose. Scoop out your belly, then step forward softly. Inhale, crescent, rise. Exhale, airplane lunge, or one more time. You can fly. Back foot floats up, heart stays lifted. Nice work. Back to crescent. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands come down. Now adding our twist. Inhale your left arm to the sky. Open through the left side of your heart. Exhale, unwind. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Add arms if you want. Exhale, bow deeply all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Standing splits, right leg high, breathe in. Exhale, one Shiva squat, curl in, get small. Inhale, get long, right leg high, hop if you want. Exhale, right foot back. Virabhadrasana 2 as you breathe in, rise up, settle in. Exhale, reach forward and tip it over side angle. Pause in your side angle. Please feel free to stay here, work this pose however you'd like, or balancing half moon. So reach your left hand forward, float your back leg up. Back leg strong, hips open, heart open. If your back leg is lifted, see if you can lift it just a teeny tiny bit higher. Nice work, everybody. So wherever you are at, one more great, big, huge breath. Come back to a warrior 2. So if you're balancing, see if you can land softly. Take just a moment to settle back in, to readjust your stance if needed. Reconnect to your breath. Next, inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm up and back. Deep bend in your left knee and exhale. Cartwheel your hands to the earth. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Three-legged down dog. Left leg to the sky. Pause right here. Open your left hip. So bend your knee. Reach your knee out and up. Feel that opening in the front of your left hip. Breathe into it. Stay or option to flip your dog. So left foot down. Left arm forward. Heart forward. Back muscles strong. Yeah. Awesome, Jen. One more round. And then everybody, downward facing dog. Walk it out. You can keep walking it out. Or next, inhale, rock forward, plank or three-legged plank. Cover your left leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open. And then your choice, down dog, child's pose, or hero's pose, just a kneeling position. Take a moment to slow down and to just feel. So all that energy inside of you, it's always there. It's just a little harder to notice. If your breath is sped up or if you've lost track of it, slow it down, smooth it out. You might take a couple open mouth sighs. And then everybody meet on your hands and your knees. So tabletop position. And then from your tabletop, we'll move into modified side plank, right hand is your foundation. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes to the outside of your mat. Left leg reaches back and then left arm up. So as you open towards the left side of the room, try not to stick your butt out behind you, but rather see if you can press your hips gently forward. So get any flexion, any bend out of the front of your hips. Option to float your left foot off the ground, make it strong and powerful. Option to reach your left arm forward and feel that length in your left side. If this feels really good, stay here. Otherwise, final option is to bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Once you've got it, work your pose now with gentle leverage. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can press your hips forward and let your heart look up even more. One last round. Nice, Deepika. And end of your exhalation, slowly let it go back to tabletop. Hands and knees. From your tabletop, right leg straight out to the right. Toes face directly forward, heel comes straight out from your hip. And if you want, you can kind of rock forward and back a couple times, might feel good. Whenever you're ready, friends, thread the needle with your left arm. So left arm out and up and then thread it through on your own. Just take your time, settle in. If you don't like having your right leg extended, just set your right knee back on the ground, no big deal. If there's somewhere you want to go to explore here, feel free. Maybe your right arm wraps behind you. Maybe you grab your right big toe with your left peace fingers. Breathe, especially into your back body. See if you can feel your breath expanding, contracting. In upper back, mid back, low back. Soften your face, last couple of rounds. Good, and then if you happen to have your right hand or your right foot lifted, set them back down. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm. Reach it all the way up as high as you can. Exhale, set your left hand down. Now pick up your right foot and swing your right leg over so your right toes come off the left side of your mat. Curl them under, push them into the ground. See if you can pull your hips over to the right. As you gaze back over your left shoulder, look back at your toes. Maybe round a little or arch a little, rock forward or back, even bend one or both elbows a little bit. So feel into it. Get everything you can out of it. One more big breath. Nice work. Back to tabletop, hands and knees. Downward facing dog. All right. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And then exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. We're going to do something a little bit different today. So from kind of your regular pigeon, just sit over onto your right butt cheek. And then adjust your legs so your back knee can bend a lot. Adjust your legs so your front shin is parallel to the front edge of your mat. And your back shin is somewhat parallel to the left long edge of your mat. Sit up as tall as you can and flex through your front toes. Turn your upper body slightly to the left, and you're going to aim your heart towards your right big toe. So as you're ready, hinge at your hips, reach your heart towards your right big toe, reach, reach, reach. When you can't go any further, you can just relax into it. If you want a more active variation of this pose, right elbow to the sole of your right foot. I'll switch around so you can see. And then hands to a prayer position. And then you can work it with gentle leverage. Yeah. Nice job. This is a really safe position to work your hips. So if you want to explore a little bit, feel free. Maybe you walk your upper body further over to the left or even over to the right. Just see how it feels. Maybe there's some other way you want to explore. Please feel free. Take about 5 to 7 more rounds of breath. And if you want, open your mouth. Just let go of any overwhelm. If there's too much sensation, sigh it out your mouth. Last couple of rounds. End of your next exhale, start to lift your upper body. And then this is the fun part. So you're gonna keep your back knee down, sit up tall, and see if you can just slowly lift your back foot. So flex your back toes, lift your back foot, and then set it back down. Do that a few times. Knee stays down, but your foot lifts up. You'll feel that muscle on the outside of your hip. It might feel like you're about to get a Charlie horse. You might get a Charlie horse. Do what you gotta do. That happens. So a few rounds of those up and down. Try not to move your upper body very much. And then after a few rounds, take your left leg, swing it around, and we'll stretch that muscle now. So left foot to the outside of your right thigh. You can bring your right heel towards your butt a little bit more, or you can extend your right leg straight forward, whatever feels better in your body. Sit up tall, so hug your knee in, get really tall. Left arm to the sky, breathe in. And then exhale to twist, hand comes down behind you. You can keep your right hand where it's at, kind of use it as gentle leverage. Or if you like to latch your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, or if the bind is in your practice, feel free. Gaze over your left shoulder. Try not to lean back onto your left hand too much, but use your left arm behind you just to help you lengthen more, to sit taller. Broaden through the front of your shoulders. So especially if you're latching your elbow, try not to close off through your heart, but stay nice and open. Yeah. 2 more rounds. Use your exhales to twist. Good, everybody. End of your next exhale. Slowly unwind just your upper body. Take your hands over to the left side of your mat and just a little bow, little counter twist. Or excuse me, I guess other side of your mat, right side. Thanks. Yeah, so over to the right side of your mat for that counter twist. It was my bad, Liz. Breathe down into your low back. And then lift back up. Now unwind everything. So back to center, uncross your legs. You can give them a little shake out. And we'll meet back in down dog. So if you want to, you can get a little bit of a core workout just for a moment. Take boat pose. You can get back there your own way. If you're in boat pose, maybe about 3 or 4 breaths. And then whenever you're ready, cross your ankles, rock forward. You can step back or hop back. You can move through a vinyasa, or you can skip it. Downward facing dog. Just walk it out in your down dog for a moment, stretch. Great big inhale, lift your hips high, lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, just gently bring your knees down, tabletop. Modified side plank, left hand is your base. So pivot on your left knee, right leg extends back, right arm up. Yes, good job. Try to press your hips forward rather than sticking your butt out. And maybe reach your right arm forward, maybe float your right leg up. So stay right here. If this is what feels good for you, stay. Otherwise, option for half bow, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot, kick and pull. So working your pose with gentle leverage. Try not to kick your foot up, but rather kick your foot straight back and rotate your heart to look up. Breathe. Soften around your pose. So you're not straining, you're not forcing. Gently encouraging yourself just a little deeper, breath by breath. Last round. Nice work. And then come back, regular tabletop. Left leg straight out to the left. Toes face forward, heel comes straight out from your hip. You want to rock it a little bit forward and back, feel around. And then just in your own time, thread the needle, right arm out and up and thread it through, no rush. Eventually just resting gently on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. If there's anywhere you want to go with it on this side, please feel free, make it your own. Good job, everybody. Last 2 or 3 rounds. Feel it in your back body, especially. If you happen to have left hand or left leg lifted, left foot, set them both back down. And then on an inhalation, unthread your right arm, reach it up, 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 open up, and right hand down. Pick up your left foot, swing your left leg off the right side of your mat. Toes are curled under, pull your hips over to the left just a little bit, and then gaze back over your right shoulder, look back at your tiptoes, feel into it, work it in any way you want to. Breathe, left side nice and long, one more round, big, huge breath. And then back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon, left shin forward. And then rather than regular pigeon, everybody let your hips open and sit over onto your right butt cheek. Adjust so that your legs, front shin is parallel to the front edge of your mat. Right shin somewhat parallel to the right long edge of your mat. And then sit up as tall as you can. Turn your heart towards your front foot. Flex your front toes, inhale. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, reach your heart forward, and then relax. If you'd like, you can take that variation with your left elbow at the sole of your left foot, hands to a prayer position, and you can work the stretch in your hip and a little twist as well. If you want to walk your upper body to one side or the other side, or explore in your own way, go for it. Just allowing whatever's there, even if it's uncomfortable, to be there and breathe into it. Soften around it, about 3, maybe 4 more rounds. Side out your mouth at any time. Ah. Good job, friends. Take one more huge breath. End of your exhalation, lift your upper body. Again, sitting up tall, and then playing with our back leg for a moment. Flex your back toes, keep your back knee down, So see if you can just lift your foot even just a millimeter off the ground. So you should feel the muscle on the outside of your right hip fire. Try not to rock forward as you lift your foot, but stay nice and tall. A few rounds just like that. Lift and lower, lift and lower. And in your next couple breaths, all the way around, setting up for your twist. So right foot eventually to the outside of your left thigh. Left heel towards your right butt cheek or left leg straight forward. Hug your knee in, sit up really tall, lift your heart, take your right arm up, get even taller, inhale. And then exhale, twist, right hand comes down behind you, left hand can stay where it's at. Or if you'd like, latch your left elbow to the outside of your knee. If the bind is in your practice, you wanna go there, go for it. Try not to lean back and try not to close off through the front of your heart. Stay broad through the front of your shoulders. Stay tall, long through your spine. 2 more breaths into your twist. Good. And then after your second exhale, unwind your upper body. This time, hands over to the left side of your mat. Take that little bow. Breathe into your low back. Should feel good. So this is just restorative. You can make it a little more active if you want by pushing the ground away, twisting towards the back of the room a little more. And then lift back up. Uncross your legs. Give them a nice little shake out. And all the way down this time onto your back. Once you're on your back, full body stretch. Take your arms long, take your legs long. Pull yourself apart. Yeah. Big, huge inhale to reach. And then exhale, feet on the ground with your knees bent. Tee out your arms or goal post your arms against the ground. Bring your feet out to the width of your mat, so your feet are wider than your hips. Take a few rounds of windshield wipers with your knees side to side. And go slow enough that you can feel that mobility in your hips. You can feel sensation in your low back. As your knees go to one side, really work your top knee forward and down. And if you want to hold on one side for a couple of rounds or so, please feel free. After a few rounds of your windshield wipers, so you can, this is feeling good, you want to savor it, stick with it, totally fine. Eventually, happy baby pose. And you can kind of explore or play in your happy baby, maybe rock, maybe extend one leg and then the other. Maybe there's kind of a plow pose you want to come into from your happy baby. Bring your legs together, maybe even feet together, knees apart. So any little exploration, any little iteration of your happy baby that you want to take. And then either start to transition into final relaxation, or if there are any other poses, any last movements or stretches that you feel like your body is wanting, give yourself a few rounds of breath to move through those. And then just in your own time, start settling into your final resting pose. And as you find your way into your Shavasana, my reading for you, my quote for you is by Rainer Maria Rilke today. She says, "I beg you to have patience with everything unresolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves as if they were locked rooms or books written in a very foreign language. Do not search for the answers, which could not be given to you now, because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything, to live the questions now. Perhaps then someday far in the future, you will gradually, without even noticing it, live your way into the answer. So see if you can be here for these last few moments. Let your breath be effortless. And try not to solve anything. You're not fixing, changing, controlling. You're simply just allowing. You're feeling into whatever is there. Allowing the questions to stay a while. You just get to observe and soak it all in. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just slowly start to move through fingers and toes. Maybe you give yourself a little temple or forehead or jaw massage. And you take another full body good morning stretch. And just slowly ease your way to either side. Fetal position. As you rest there on your side body, just really let your practice, all the effort, all the energy from it, soak in, settle in, integrate into your being. Using your arm, start to guide yourself up. Seated meditation. So ending right where we began. Sit up tall, close your eyes, and gather your hands into your own heart. Just bow your head to your heart one last moment. Acknowledge yourself. Thank yourself for making the effort, taking the time to show up, to roll out your mat, to do your practice, to connect with a deeper part of you. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends, good job. Thank you so much for coming. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yay, thank you.
Love you, baby.